Have you ever really asked yourself, why am I still alive? Not in a cheesy, fake, deep TikTok way. I mean, really ask yourself at 2 a.m. when the room is dead quiet, your heart is racing, and there's no one to impress. Why are you here? To eat, sleep, pay rent, and scroll Instagram, to chase likes from people who don't even know you, to sit in meetings that drain your soul just because that's what adults do? Or are you just alive because you haven't died yet? Let's get one thing straight. You're not here to feel comfortable. You're here to feel purpose. Happiness isn't the goal. Meaning is. That's what Viktor Frankl figured out while surviving a Nazi death camp. Not in a self-help book, not in a podcast. He figured it out while watching people freeze to death beside him, while being beaten but still smiling at the memory of his wife's face. He realized something most people never do. Pain isn't the enemy. Emptiness is. You think burnout is killing you? It's not. It's waking up every day and not knowing why you're doing any of this. You've heard a million people talk about grind and success and 5 a.m. habits, but none of that matters if you can't answer one question. What the hell are you fighting for? Don't preach about discipline if you don't even know where you're headed. Don't change your life if you're not even sure it's your life you're living. Picture this. You've got 1 year left to live. Would you still show up to that meaningless Zoom call? Would you still text back people who drain your soul? Would you still live your life like it's some boring script someone else wrote? No, you'd delete half your contacts. You'd stop playing nice. You'd chase what actually matters to you. You already know what that is. You've just been scared to admit it. You're not lost. You're just avoiding the. It's a live stream that could cut out any second. You think you've got time to waste? You don't. The real ones, those who win, are the ones who figured this out early. Meaning isn't something you find. It's something you decide. Edison didn't push through 1,000 failures because he loved the grind. He knew, I'm not here to avoid failure. I'm here to bring the world light. Lincoln didn't keep losing elections because he liked losing. He knew, I'm not talking for applause. I'm talking for the ones who can't. What about you? Why are you still breathing? Some people are technically alive but spiritually dead. Some have nothing but still burn like fire. Which one are you? Let me be blunt. The world owes you nothing. Life won't reward you just because you tried. But one thing is always true. If you live for meaning, the pain starts to make sense. You'll still hurt, but you won't break. You'll still struggle, but you won't run. You'll still lose, but you won't question your fight. This isn't comfort. This is a war. And I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to make you wake up. Listen up. Belief isn't what you post. It's what you survive. Discipline isn't waking up early. It's being willing to give up comfort. Action isn't about hype. It's doing the boring, hard stuff every day. Strength isn't silence. It's showing up when everything inside you says quit. Think life's hard. Good. It should be. If it was easy, it'd mean nothing. The truth is brutal, but the truth is yours if you're willing to face it. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You don't need to wait for someone to tell you you're ready. You just need one decision. Stop living on autopilot. Start living for something that actually matters. Starting today, live for meaning. But let's be real. Meaning isn't given. It's earned. It's not something you stumble upon while journaling in a coffee shop. It's forged in chaos, in silence, in rejection. It's built every time you say no to comfort and yes to growth. You want to be someone different. You want to wake up on fire every morning. Then you better start becoming the kind of person who can handle the fire. Because here's the hard truth. Your dreams don't care how tired you are. Your goals don't care how scared you feel. And life won't slow down just because you're not ready. People keep waiting for motivation like it's some magic moment. It's not coming. What's coming is the next wave of pain, pressure, deadlines, heartbreak, fear. And your job is to stand in that storm and keep moving anyway. You think billionaires are just lucky? You think top athletes are just gifted? Nah, they just made peace with pain faster than you did. Discomfort is the currency of transformation. You don't grow from a TED talk. You grow when you're dead broke and still show up. You grow when you get dumped and still choose self-respect. You grow when no one's clapping and you keep going anyway. So yeah, it's hard, but that's what makes it real. Because what's easy is everywhere. Comfort is on every corner. Numbness is just one scroll away. But meaning hides behind what you've been avoiding, behind the hard phone call, the early alarm, the honest conversation, the gym you quit, the business idea you shelved, the book you never wrote, the version of you you're scared to become. And listen, this isn't about becoming a machine. It's not about toxic hustle. It's about becoming someone who can finally look in the mirror and say, I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and I will not live this life asleep. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to win every time. You just have to stop quitting on yourself. Because at some point, it's not about talent anymore. It's about grit. It's about doing what matters, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. You want real power, then stop blaming the world for your pain and start turning that pain into purpose. Let that heartbreak teach you how to love deeper. Let that failure teach you how to rise stronger. Let that trauma teach you how to carry others through the dark. Scars don't make you weak, they make you qualified. So no more maybe one day, no more I'll start when, no more waiting for a life that was always waiting for you. Now is your moment, not tomorrow, not next year, not when it's easier, cheaper, safer. Now, because your meaning isn't in some perfect plan. It's in the next bold step you take. Even if your legs are shaking, even if your heart is racing, even if no one's watching, this is your call to rise, to walk into your power, to live a life so full of fire, no one ever forgets your light. So here it is, your final wake-up call. Live for something that will outlive you, and never again let fear decide your future.